All right, everyone. Like I said before, my name is Gabriel with Champions Way. On the phone today, we have Sensei Nick and Shihan Mike Vaca. They've known each other for over 20 years. Recently, Sensei Nick came up with an amazing idea on how to help the Hurricane Sandy victims, and Shihan Mike and him discussed it and decided to improve it. This idea has enabled them to help the victims of Hurricane Sandy, and this webinar will show you how to help as well. Without further ado, here is Sensei Nick and Shihan Mike. Sensei Nick?
Thank you so much, Gabriel, and thanks so much for Shihan Vaca to take time out of his busy schedule for today. We greatly appreciate it. And on behalf of PerfectMind, thanks to everybody over there, Gabriel, Sean Jimenez, Master Freed, Vahid Shababi, everyone for helping us get this cause to go, PerfectCause started. So just to quickly clarify what happened, Shihan Vaca, I've known him for over 20 years, and I was working on an idea with him for the holiday promotions. And the holiday promotions, what we were going to do was like a 30-day free trial, and we were going to make a landing page. And Shihan came to me and said, he's like, Sensei, I have a better idea. Are you open to it? I said, of course. And he's like, well, instead of doing a 30-day free trial, which you know is obviously hard to get people in, and sometimes the quality people come in, they're not really interested that much, or whatever. He's like, why don't we just do something where they buy a month of classes for $49, and all the money goes to the Red Cross to help support the victims of Hurricane Sandy. So what we're going to do today is kind of review this strategy. And first, I just want to thank all the attendees for coming because, and I'm looking at the attendee list, I was looking, and a lot of the people that are here are current clients, a part of our SMO program of Champions Way. And one thing that they all understand in being members is that when it comes to social media / internet marketing, causes, okay, absolutely work the most effectively. When it comes to anything with social media. Like if you're trying to get people to visit your page, if you're trying to get more likes, if you're trying to get shares, if you're trying to just get people involved, causes always get more people connected because it's the benefit of the community, and that's really says a lot about the people that are in here. And I'm really glad that some other people made in here as well, because this is something that will blow up on your social media accounts because everybody is looking to help the victims of the hurricane. So congratulations on coming today. This is a very simple strategy, and that's one of the best things as well whenever you're doing marketing, having a very simple strategy. So I want to go through this and kind of just break it down, and let me see here if I can get to the next slide. There we go. So we have 3 simple takeaways, and the first thing is the perfect cause. Champions Way and what Master Freed and PerfectMind decided to do was we have something called Perfect Cause, and Perfect Cause will continue on. It won't just be the hurricane and that's it. If there's any other type of catastrophe or event where a lot of people are affected, we will be doing this continuously. And as martial arts leaders, it's something that you really should do and be involved with. Any type of cause for people that have been hurt, or any type of storm or anything like that. So I'm going to explain the perfect cause, and then I'm going to turn it over to Shihan Mike Vaca so he can give you some descriptions and ideas on how to promote this. And then if you're looking to get started, which most of us in here have already gotten started and are ready to go, the landing pages are done, we're going to go over that. And if you're new to this and you're just learning for the first time about what this is, there's a couple different ways to get started. So takeaway number 1, the perfect cause. What is the perfect cause? And this picture was given to me by a friend of mine, Mark Speranza, and when I saw this, I just couldn't believe it. This was Master Speranza, you're in the room, so I'm not sure if this was in Lindenhurst or where this was, but Mark Speranza sent me several pictures of just some of the unbelievable photos of what happened. And I'm on the East Coast, and it was really nice that everyone emailed me, called me, text messaged me to make sure I was okay. But I didn't get anything close to the damage that the barrier islands and up in Long Island. And anyway, this is just an example of a picture. So. This gives you a better understanding of, and I'm sure you've seen it through the media, what has exactly happened. So the strategy is very simple, and that's why this will work. Okay, so what I have here is a flyer from Shihan Vaca School, and on here, the Hurricane Sandy Relief Fund, all purchases donated to the American Red Cross. If you're in Canada, you could be to the Canadian Red Cross. Please support the victims of Hurricane Sandy by purchasing a martial arts package for yourself, a friend, or family member. And then he has 2 different options. One is 4 weeks of classes plus a uniform, and it says new members only. And then also a $99 12 weeks of classes plus a uniform. And what he's doing and what several school owners are doing is everything is just going towards the Red Cross. And then basically he has his locations down at the bottom. So what Shihan Baka is going to go over next is, other ways of promoting this. And when he's done, I'm going to show you some live samples on the web of some of the things that we already have going, so you can check them out. So I'm going to turn it over to Shihan Baka. And for those who don't know, Shihan Baka is one of the most successful school owners in the world that I know. I go to his schools. His staff is just unbelievable. He's not somebody that gives fake numbers and says he has 8,000 students. His schools do over $2.5 million a year with 3 locations. And it's just great to see somebody that really doesn't need to do anything like this to give back to the community and give back to local people. He's not trying to make any money out of this. He's donating 100% of the proceeds. And a little quick story, I'd like to give stories about Shihan Baka. When I was tested for my black belt back in the day, it was a lot different than it is today. Now there's cameras and people are watching, and everybody knows what it was like 20 years ago when you tested for your black belt. Well, when I tested for my brown belt, I'm not sure if Shihan Baka remembers, but it was pretty crazy. And anyway, I got the wind knocked out of me at one point and blood coming out of my nose, and it was just amazing. But Shihan Baka, to show you the type of person he is, when I was like pretty much dead and barely was able to move, he just gave me those couple seconds to let me regain my composure and keep fighting. And from that's one thing I never forgot about him, and it's great to be working with him now. And Shihan, I just wanted to thank you again and for taking time out of your schedule. And we're going to go right into it on how to promote it. So I'm going to turn it over to Shihan. Mike Baka.
Thank you, Sensei Nick, and thank you for everyone for joining us today. Hopefully we can accomplish some good in the world by raising lots of money for all these victims of Hurricane Sandy. As Sensei Nick alluded to, we're trying to promote this cause a few different ways. So first I'd like to just explain what we're going to be doing inside of our dojo in a tangible way. And we're going to be printing the flyers that you saw demonstrated on the previous slide. We have different size flyers being made from quarter page to half page to full-size flyers, as well as one large poster that we're displaying in each facility. And what we're going to be doing with the flyers is giving the half-page flyers, handing them out in our dojos to all of our student body, and asking them to please distribute them if they're willing to or able to, just to get the word out to as many people as possible. We're also going to be doing some teams of students meeting on the weekends and going out to the local parking lots, handing them face-to-face with people, putting them under windshield wipers, anything we can do to spread this cause to as many people as possible. And then we're going to take the quarter-page flyers, and we're going to all the local businesses in the area, and we're asking if we can leave a stack of them on their counter, and if they'd be willing to just, let them be visible for customers as they come in, and just kind of acknowledge that they're there for people to say, we have a hurricane relief fund being done by one of the local businesses. If you're interested, please feel free to grab a flyer. And then I think by collectively doing that campaign, there's a lot of tangible flyers out there for people to see. And we're going to couple that, of course, electronically and, have a web presence also. But as far as the flyers themselves, that's where we're going with that. Now, as far as online, obviously, it needs to have a presence on our website. So when we get to our homepage for our website, as you can see right here, our main screen has the Hurricane Sandy Relief Fund offer right on the front. And it gives the prospective clients 2 options that Sensei Nick talked about earlier, the 4-week program or the 12-week program. And we're making this the headline page on our website so that as many people who check in can see it as often as possible. And from there, we're going to post it, all the other different options that we have. Here's an example of how it's going to look on Facebook. So that banner is just an example of Sensei Nick's school in New Jersey. Same thing, you can modify it and tailor it to your individual school by changing the logos, changing names, changing addresses and phone numbers accordingly, or even adjusting the offer if you'd like. I think the point is that we're going to give someone an opportunity to take action based on the cause, whatever you decide. If you feel more comfortable with 2 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever it may be, it's just about the cause. So that's the Facebook look. I think beyond Facebook, you're going to get an idea here and see what the Google Plus banner looks like. And beyond Google+, we're also going to be having an opportunity for you guys to do it on Pinterest. And Pinterest is something that Sensei Nick can talk a little bit more about than myself. He's a little bit more familiar with that. Sensei Nick, are you there?
Absolutely. And you know, the thing is on Pinterest, you know, it's becoming obviously the fastest growing social platform. The best part about Pinterest that I like even more than Facebook is that if you notice this, like pins, like this is this is similar to like an infograph. The style's a little bit different. And down here at the bottom, it says like click here to get started, or to choose when you decide which one you're going to choose. Now the cool thing is that will redirect them back to your website to a landing page. So you know, think about Pinterest. It's predominantly women, okay? And women, you know, they're going to see this and they're going to share it. They're going to like it, and this will create viral activity. So the only difference between Pinterest and Facebook is that, you know, it's all these images, and people will see something like this, and they're going to click there to get started. It's going to take them back to your website where the landing page is, and this is just a really great platform to help promote the cause. So if you're not on Pinterest, absolutely make sure to make a page as soon as possible for your school, because again, it's all women, and you should be not only using it for the cause, but you should be using it to promote your school in general, because you know women are on there all day long.
And as far as the Facebook, if I can just go back 1 minute, on Facebook, we're posting the flyer on our Facebook page with the link, and we're going to be asking verbally and on Facebook for every single person to please forward that link and that post to everyone they know on Facebook, and so on and so on. I think when you have a cause that's as great as this, people are going to be very willing to share it. And, you know, as Sensei Nick said, this isn't really about generating direct funds for our school, because we're going to donate all the money to the American Red Cross. But of course, if you know we do a good job of handling all these people once they come into the school, you can see how it can turn into a windfall of new students for you going forward. So 2 other things that we're going to be focusing on electronically, and the next one you see there, it says Patch. In our communities, we have a local website which is called patch.com. I don't know how it may work in your area, but I'm sure there's something similar. For example, one of our schools is in Richboro. So the website is richboropatch.com or jamisonpatch.com. For example, it might be philadelphiapatch.com. And it's just a local community website that keeps, you know, residents up to date on happenings in the community. So, you know, people are on it. It's very popular. It's all current events, so we're going to be on there. And then anytime you're doing an event like this that's charitable, you can get press releases for free in all of the local newspapers and, you know, distributions that go out in mailers. They're always looking for, you know, charitable events to talk about in the community, and this is the perfect thing to get the okay for. So the patch is very important. And then as we go to the next one, some of the other opportunities that we feel can just, you know, greatly benefit here is bringing this to schools and churches. And, you know, through if the school districts are, you know, going to promote this cause, and local churches, because, again, since it's charity-driven, they're very likely to cooperate and, you know, be on board with something like this. Obviously, we're going to be announcing it like crazy inside of our schools and asking everyone to share the word. I'm sure you have many students who own their own small businesses. So beyond just asking them to put some of the quarter-page flyers in their business and posting it, you know, on Facebook, if they have a website for their business, which we're sure they do, we would like to ask them to, you know, make that part of their website temporarily from now to the end of the year to get this exposure out there. And not only is the average person willing to do something for charity, but your students are usually willing to go a really long way to help you out, and especially do something for charity. So very good success there. And then we have something in the works that we're trying to finalize with our local professional basketball team here. We're in the Philadelphia area, so the Philadelphia 76ers. We are trying to work out a halftime demo show with our East-West Karate demo team. And in accordance with this fundraiser, and collecting all the money, you know, coming up with the funds, and then getting the Sixers to match what we're able to raise and donate it to the American Red Cross, you know, at halftime at the you know, the local arena for the Sixers game. So if we can get confirmation already with that, that'll be great. It's already in the works, so we're just waiting for some confirmation. But so far, that seems like it could be like, you know, a final home run. And then as we move on, I think it's important to realize that in-house is going to be where it generates and starts verbally, handing everything out, distributing it, and then getting it on your website and having a very strong social presence, as Sensei Nick mentioned. So I think Sensei Nick's going to jump back on right here and then we'll go to questions.
Thank you, Shihan. That was awesome. And the Sixers idea, I talked to a lot of school owners, and a lot of you guys have done demonstrations, so you could probably work it out with your team as well. So real quick, guys, again, and we talked about this being a simple strategy. I'm just going to go through the last takeaway, which is how to get started. If it sounds like something you want to do, if you're an SMO client, this is free. All you need to do is contact Ray at championsway.com. She'll get you set up with the landing page and all the marketing collateral. And if you're not a SMO client, if you'd like to get involved with the Perfect Cause, it is $100 for clients and non-clients that are non-SMO, and it will include everything. So that's the least amount that it costs us to do it. I mean, to make the landing page and also have everything systematized, that's all we're asking for. So if you're interested in doing that, you could just email me at sensei.nick@championsway.com. And if you refer a friend to do it, it would be free. So if you're a martial arts school owner and you want to do it, and you know another martial arts schooler that wants to do it, instead of you paying $200, you just pay $100, and then we'll set up everything for you. So what are we going to set up for you? That's what I wanted to show you. It's a little bit harder to do in a PowerPoint, so I wanted to show you exactly what you're going to get. Okay, so let's minimize this real quick. All right, and this is actually Shihan's. This is exactly what you're getting here. This is on his website. It's the Hurricane Sandy Relief Fund landing page. But what we're going to do is we're going to connect it to PerfectMind, so that way you're able to see all the leads that come through, and they'll go into a database. So this is, we'll customize it around what kind of offer you want to have. But these are the options that Shihan chose. He's got his 3 locations listed there. If you have 1 location, we'll list that, and then get started now. And then these fields, if you have multiple locations or anything like that, they're able to put that in the field, and then that field will go into PerfectMind. So you're not just getting this; you're also going to get the images for Pinterest that I showed you earlier. You're going to get the Google Plus banner. You're going to get the Facebook banner. You're going to get all that marketing collateral with that, and then also the back end where all the leads will be stored. Okay. So this is basically what you'll be getting. This landing page, again, customized around your school. So it's pretty simple. And what we were doing before was the holiday referral contest, and this is what Shihan changed and gave us a better idea. So we were just giving away something similar to this, like 30 days free. And I just wanted to tell you guys, I got about 11 leads from this the first week, where I tried doing the 30 days free. So I just switched all my marketing collateral, and if I got 11 leads from a 30 days free promotion, I know that we'll be getting a lot more for this cause, which will be more beneficial to everybody. So that's what you'll be getting in regards to that. One final thing that I would like everybody to check out, if you're not familiar with us at all, if you haven't seen Champions Way, this is our CEO, Mr. Free Dordar, and what I'm going to send you in the link over here is actually a keynote speech of when he was at our last big event, which was in Anaheim, California. So definitely take a look at that. Let me just put it right here for you. Okay. Okay, that will explain to you what PerfectMind is, because I'm not really here to do a tour of exactly what it is, but this is our CEO, Mr. Fareed Dordar, and he's actually giving a keynote presentation of exactly what PerfectMind is. So you're not just getting the landing page. We're actually, for the $100 for this fund, it will track everything for you. And once the fund's over, then if you'd like our service and our product, then you can talk to someone over at Champions Way or PerfectMind.
Thanks, Sensei Nick and Shihan Mike, and everyone else who attended this webinar.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Shihan, for your time today. Thanks, Gabe. And on behalf of Champions Way and PerfectMind, we are thanking everybody for attending today. So thanks so much.